We are on our way to Idaho Falls to get a microwave, and Jamie wants to go to the garden shops and get plants, and to the pet stores and get fish.
No, I want to get plants at the pet store. Aquatic plants.
Oh, you said you want to go to the garden shop. And
I want to go there too.
So anyway, we're off. I don't really have a list of anything to get, but I did go to get my Timu package. One of my last, I think I had 3 coming. And my post office key, where we always keep it, is gone. Do you know how maddening that is? Of course I'm thinking, Jamie, what'd you do with it? And he's thinking, Angela, what'd you do with it? So then I emailed all of my, or texted all of the people who get mail at our box, which is a lot, and see if they got in our car and got the key out and went and saw if they got any mail. And I'm not very happy about it, because those keys, if you lose them, they're expensive. We've had to replace other ones. And I don't know if it just fell off and someone turned it in. We'll ask next time if the people don't have it. We'll say, did anybody turn in a key? But it's off the key ring. And that means you have to twist it off that key ring thing. So it's not just accidentally falling off.
Off the metal loop that it was on.
So Carmen just texted, she didn't take it, and Autumn didn't take it. So Chad's the last person. And I did get a package for Chad, so maybe he took it thinking he was going to get this package that I picked up this morning. But I did pick up a bunch. And I have all the giveaway stuff back there that we're taking to Goodwill down there. And so we have a mission. We didn't get off very early, but I had a few errands to run in town and get my prescriptions, my drugs. My grandma always used to say, I gotta go get my drugs. But you don't say that nowadays.
The trees leaves are just starting to get ready to start opening up in the winter.
They're budded out.
They probably started to bud out.
Still have a little snow in the shady areas. But we haven't, well, I went to Rock Springs. That's probably why I don't have anything on my list of things I need. I'm wearing my Timu sweater, and the first thing I did was snag it right here.
The grass is starting to green up in a few places now. Along the roads where it's been melted off longer. It won't be long and the valley will turn green again.
It's so exciting. Oh, look at that big mound of dirt. Where'd that?
I don't know.
It's recently
Well,
now.
they dug a big pond there.
Oh yeah.
Dug it all out.
I hope they had permission from the Corps of Engineers.
Not messed with the wetland. There's some deer right out there.
It's not deer season. It's not hunting season. Will the elk still be fed, or will they have left at the feeding grounds?
I don't know whether they've gone yet or not. There's garbage all over the road right here.
Some wind. Somebody didn't tie their garbage down when they took it.
Looked like pieces of metal or something.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to hit any of them.
No. Don't hit anything on the road. You never know if it could be spikes or something.
There was a story years ago about there was a big paper sack or box or something on the road, and the guy was going to just run over it, and then all of a sudden a little kid's head pops up.
Oh no, that's a horrible story.
You never want to run over something that you don't know what's in it.
Unless it's a cup.
Well, it's just a story I heard. I don't know nothing about it, but
Nothing. It could be a cup you could run over if you can tell. It's just a cup floating around.
But you can imagine a little tiny kid thinking he's hiding in the box and not even realizing that he's out in the middle of the road. Little kids aren't responsible enough to protect themselves. Yeah,
to take a nap down here. How did you sleep last night?
Lousy.
I thought that's what the truth was, because he didn't wake up till 9 this morning.
About 6 o'clock this morning, I finally went to sleep. I slept okay from 6 to 9, but it makes me so mad I can't get to sleep at night.
You can't get comfortable.
If I lay on one side, one hip hurts. I lay the other way, and the other hip hurts. And I lay on my back, and then I get all these, like my liver's hurting and my chest pains and I don't know. It's like I have a heck of a time trying to get comfortable.
What about if you slept in a hammock? Suspended?
I don't know. Then I go to sleep down on my reclining chair and my feet hang over, and then all of a sudden it's like the ends of my legs hanging over the chair breaking off or they hurt like heck.
Oh my.
It's like you can't, no matter what you do, it's just nothing works.
Maybe you need to find a chair for tall men that is longer. Do they have that? I'm sure they do. Well, it must suck to be you. But you're supposed to slow down.
It only sucks part of the time.
But tell about the advantage. He is planting his seeds because he thinks he's going to be young enough to go dig in the ground and plant them and weed them and harvest them and take care of them. You're not going to be able to.
I know there's a lot of starts around my plum trees and everything. I want to dig up and transplant them all.
We don't want any more plums.
I want to transplant them all over my ranch and everywhere. But I've done that a little bit in the past, but I haven't had much of a success with much of it.
So don't do it.
It's just like I want to get little raspberry patches started all over up and down the canyons on my ranch.
The cows would eat them.
The deer eat them and stuff.
They wouldn't even grow because cows will knock them over.
Well, not if they're...
Oh, you're going to build fences too?
Up and down the hills where the cows don't go very much.
Oh, Jamie Appleseed.
I know that's kind of like being like Johnny Appleseed trying to get stuff to grow all over.
He's been throwing out seeds up there for years. Have you ever seen anything that grew?
I don't know. All the seed, when we pick the cherries and all that stuff, if we just pit them and we don't cook the seeds.
This store here is a Family Dollar and a Dollar Tree together.
I take all these seeds and drive around with the four-wheeler and chuck them out here and there. I don't know if anything ever goes, but now here's a nursery that sells
and look, nothing yet.
A lot of non-edible plants.
Jamie.
Well, I guess it's because my nursery license and everything is called Northern Edible Landscapes, is what my nursery was called. And so I was promoting some of the new famous gardeners that are writing books, like that Carney lady. I can't remember what her first name is.
Where'd she come from?
I don't know, but she wrote a book on
she's your old girlfriend?
She wrote a book on how to plant edible plants around your gardens. And she'd plant fruit trees out along the front walk so that people, when they walked past, could pick the
I just have one question.
Fruit off the trees and enjoy it as they went past.
Yeah, my boys growing up, they knew where apple trees were in town, and they would go there and pick an apple for lunch and stuff.
I know.
But here's what I want to know, one thing.
Well, some people would plant stuff like that just so others could enjoy it. Yeah.
But I want to know one thing. Why don't you try to grow cilantro? You never have grown cilantro for me.
It just comes up like weeds every time you throw seeds out there.
No, it didn't. Last year, I couldn't get any to grow. I think the seeds were old. or something. Coriander
I don't think you
seeds.
threw them in a place where there's any bare soil. I don't know.
Out the door, right there, where the flowers are.
That's where all those tall.
Yeah, and it grew one year really good there.
That was probably before all those flowers got.
Should I start it in little tiny cups? Or should I just plant them in a big thing? What's better? Come on, Mr. Gardener.
It's whatever you want to do. If you're growing cilantro, that's your job, not mine.
No, I want you to teach me. And to me, if you loved me, you would say, I want to grow this for Angela so
Well,
she can just eat it.
In the past, we've grown cilantro 2 or 3 times. And 2 or 3 times, I never even noticed they ever even used any of it.
Oh,
So-
I did.
Well, you might have said you did, but I never saw
I would
it,
go
so-
cut it off. Remember David and Amy were there and I went and cut some off and put it in the salsa and stuff?
I guess it's okay to grow it if you actually are gonna go and use it.
It's just like when I told you I wanted a case of black beans and you said, we don't ever use that. Yes, we do. You just don't know when I'm using them and when I'm not. It's my recipes that I use them.
Now I've tried to grow basil and stuff for you, and
We have one in the window.
then I take the leaves and dry them, and I've still got a little bit of basil leaves that I've grown. But
And parsley. I know.
Well,
So
with
you grow
parsley.
basil and parsley, but you won't grow cilantro. So that's my question. Why won't you? When that one's my
well,
favorite.
the best place to grow the cilantro would be out along the edge of this, up on top of the wall. Let's see, I guess I better.
Well,
slow
why
down.
didn't you tell me that?
Up on top of the wall by the asparagus up in there, because you got
Whoa.
some bare ground up in there.
Well, then I'm going to go be planting them there.
And I really should. We used to plant the parsley and the things like spinach and all kinds of stuff up there,
Yeah.
and then harvest it during the summer. Maybe I'll plant some spinach up
You
there.
should, but tell me, last time you grew it, and you never told me you had some out there, I would have been cutting it as it grew and eating it.
What, the spinach?
Yeah, but you never told me that you had it out there. And I don't just walk out there randomly.
You never, you never go out there. That's why you didn't know anything was out there.
Well, it's
Yeah.
not my part of the house.
Walk around the
Yard.
house and look once in a while.
Jamie, you knew when you married me I wasn't a gardener.
You weren't going to walk around the house and look.
But I didn't know you were a gardener when I married you.
I wasn't.
You had a garden there.
I developed into a gardener after I married.
Oh, there's a skunk smelling thing. Here's a miniature golf course. I don't want to play. We didn't even play it on the ship when we went on the cruise. Could have been free. But
Yeah, but there was a lot of kids on the ship that time.
last time.
Every
yeah.
time when there's a lot of kids like that on a miniature golf course, you'd probably go up there
They'd ruin it.
and they would be crowded up in there, and you'd have to wait your turn, and wouldn't be worth fighting the kids to get in there.
We don't have another cruise planned. I'm going to have to talk to David and Amy and see what their next
No,
one
they're
is.
spending so much money on cruises. We're not.
We
gonna
can't
do that
keep up
much.
with them. The Mediterranean. I know. I would just as soon go down to the Mexican Riviera again.
Well, it
January.
wasn't just their cruises and stuff like to the Mediterranean. It was, they were going and touring
London.
around Ireland and going all over the place, spending money.
London.
I don't even know where all they went, but
Yeah, I'm glad they're spending their money.
David thinks that he's
He might,
Irish ancestor, so they want to go and
of course,
learn
they did all
about
that. Well, Larry did it too. He went to Scotland and stuff looking for ancestors. You have to go to England to look for yours.
Well, the church has most of those records now.
Yeah.
You can just go to the archives.
So people are really building around here. We're noticing.
I
things
built a
going
few
up.
houses right up here too.
Star Valley Ranch, if anybody's heard of
I
it.
can't remember if I was married to you when I built this house up here.
A couple of them.
One of my workers fell off the roof and about broke the floor
No, yeah, I wasn't then.
because he was a big guy and kind of landed like a beached whale when he hit the floor. I felt sorry for him because he was bruised up for a few weeks after that.
So I feel sorry for you that you didn't have a worker. Did he still show up for work?
I don't remember.
Was that Orlo? He died now, though.
But
All our friends are dying.
he used to
Think about him.
He used to take hands full of ibuprofen because he hurt, and I don't think that was. They say that's not good for you.
Your liver. He died of cancer, though, didn't he?
Yeah, but
All of our friends are dying. Ed Bruce and his wife.
well, all the people that I went to school with, half of them are dead now.
And they're not that old. They died in their 70s more. How old was Ed Bruce?
Well, Sally's wife is one that went to
Yeah,
school.
she died.
She was
really.
in my same age. I think Ed was a year older in school.
Clara died. She was older, though.
I think they were all a little bit older.
But anyway, so it's sad when all your friends are dying.
It's kind of an eye-opener when you realize everybody your age is dying of old age. That's what's terrible to realize.
Uh-huh. So, we're next. Then people get mad at me because I talk about death so much. But when you're old, you think about it more. Don't you think about it more? Planning your death more? No, you never plan your death. I want us both to sit down and write our obituaries so we'd be prepared.
Well, I always, for years, had this fantasy that I'd live forever.
Oh, gosh.
But I always knew that would never happen, but
Well, don't even say it because it sounds like you're stupid.
that sound. It's wishful thinking is what it is, but
No, it's stupid. No one lives forever.
maybe it's stupid wishful.
Everybody's gonna die. Your
Uh-huh.
mother's gonna die, so prepare yourself. Do not become an overeater and a hoarder because your mother died.
With my heart, I'm realizing that I may not live as long as you. Besides, I'm already 5 years older than you to start with, so
I should have married a younger man. Like Lisa. My sister married a younger man.
when I was out weeding the front garden last week, there was all kinds of grass in it, different things I was rooting out, and I just thought, Angela will never do this. The minute I'm gone, none of this will ever get done.
Where was it at?
In the front flower beds.
You know me well.
They'll just turn into a grass weed mess.
No. I told you what I'm gonna do. Cement it. I'm gonna make a cement walk out
Then
of it.
they'll be ugly after that.
I'm gonna cement it and make a giant patio with pots of flowers, and then I can lay and invite parties over to just lay on
You
the
won't
furniture.
take care of the pots of flowers, so what good will that do?
Now, that is rude because I take care of all the pots I have around.
Except for the ones you don't.
The hanging pots and stuff, I always do. I didn't see you watering my ones outside my back door there. I'm the one who does it. So don't say I don't do it.
You don't have any outside your back door right now.
Well, it's been winter. Silly.
Yeah, but who's taking care of them all winter? Me.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
That's why our sunroom's full now. You can't walk in it because we got all your pots and things.
And I've been watering
They're
them.
all getting ready to go out.
And I've been watering them. I'm the one who fertilizes them. You don't ever fertilize.
Yeah, you always use your Miracle-Gro stuff.
See? Okay. When you do not eat on camera, do not argue
Let's see
on
if the elk
camera.
are... Maybe the elk have all left. I don't know.
I don't see any
I'm
yet.
not seeing them here anymore. I think they can forage for themselves. Yeah, they need to have been chased off if they were still here.
The gate's open. They're gone.
They're gone.
Good. Good. It's not costing tax money feeding them. Do taxes pay for that? To feed them?
I guess the Game and Fish is financed. The Game and Fish is financed partially through license fees. But I guess what that doesn't do, the state government has to make up the difference.
What are these mountains right here called?
Well, the ones to the south are called the Salt River Range.
This is going to be the weirdest thing I've ever done. I'm in the car waiting for Jamie because he went into Petco and I have no interest for that store. So we went to the post office and got the packages. So I thought I'm just going to open them while he's in there for my video for tomorrow because I don't know what time I'm going to get home tonight. Okay, this is my second pair. They're so comfortable. Hey dudes, I got the white ones that have red, white, and blue. So this time I got these that are off-white, beige, that will match other colors. And they have the fur around them. So if it's cold, these would be like winter ones, like slippers. I wonder if the fur goes all the way inside. It does. Oh, yeah. So these are going to be great for my cold feet. And then you don't have to wear socks, maybe. So, they were like on sale for $20-something. I don't remember. Okay, here's something else to me that I ordered. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I know I ordered stuff, but it's subscribe and save or something. It's getting hot in here. I should have opened the window. Oh no! Well, this is going back because look. It has been opened, and I wouldn't eat this for anything, and it's all gushed out in here. And it stinks. Well, that was worthless. I don't care how cheap it was. It's garbage now. You can't eat mayonnaise opened and stinking up and everything. You'll get poisoned. Alright, what's in here? Oh, my vitamins. My biotin. For hair, skin, and nails. 120 rapid release soft gels. I hope they're okay. Okay. Chad has a package. Now that's garbage. There's a big box. A big old box. It's subscribe and save stuff, I know. So it's not going to be that exciting. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's not. Subscribe and save. There's a piece of paper in here I'm trying to pick up. What's it say? Huh. Oh, I know what this is. This is a thing I get to review. It's a cast iron skillet. And they want me to make bread in it and show you. So I'm excited about that because I love making bread in cast iron skillet in the oven. They ask the right person to do it. I used to do it all the time. And so, I'm probably supposed to be opening it and doing the show, which I will. But they won't see this. I just want to see what color I got. Because I didn't get to say, I want this one. They just sent it to me. Which is fine by me. Because I love these. I got blue. Okay, and it's the kind where you can use the lid as a pan too. Oh, I love it. Okay, we'll be doing that tomorrow. I can't wait. I can't wait to do it. Okay. And then I spent $56 before I even left town getting my prescriptions. So, I don't think one of them, this is amlodipine, 5 milligrams. Probably not saying it right. And this is my lisinopril. 2 refills left. Okay, good. So I'm good. How many pills in here? They give me like 90 pills. So 3 months worth. Good. I won't have to spend any money for 3 months on pills. So this will be, and maybe by 3 months I'll have lost enough weight I won't have high blood pressure anymore. I'm not hoping. I mean, I'm hoping. I'm not counting on it though. See, they were cheap. Like the amlodipine was only $10.99, and the lisinopril was $16.53, but the Ambien was $28.77, and of course I didn't get 90 pills of that. I don't take them very often, but my prescription was about to expire, no refills left, so there's only 30 in here. But you know, sometimes you need it when you're awake. If I'm awake at 2 in the morning and I know I can't go to sleep, then I take one, because they work for 6 hours and then it's over. But it's zolpidem tartrate. It's generic for Ambien. It's fine. It works. I just take a half of one. So it'll be worth like 60 nights. Jamie gets so mad when I take him. He thinks I'm a druggie. And I tell him, Jamie, I'm not addicted to him. He must have heard really bad things about him. I said, I'm not addicted to him. I take him, you know, hardly ever. So anyway, I can do what I want. Because I don't let any man control me. And if I want to take one because I want to go to sleep right away, then I will take one. Melatonin works the same. I have my Tang, my 2020, whatever it was, past pull date Tang, that's still good. So, what else are we going to do? Jamie wants to go to all those garden shows. He wanted to eat at North's Chuckwagon. No, it's not called that. Chuckarama. And I said, Jamie, that would be a waste of money for me because I can only eat 3 bites and I'm full. If you force any more down, you'll throw up. You can't take a doggy bag home with you out of there. So it would be a total waste. So I said, no, I don't want to go there. There's a person drive by a car exactly like mine. I always like to see who's driving a car exactly like mine. Was it another old lady? No, she was younger than me. But here comes Jamie. He didn't buy anything. I'll let it record while he gets in, and we'll see what he says. He doesn't know I'm recording, so we'll see what he says. He's getting in.
Had nothing in there.
Oh, good. You know why I say good. You saved money.
They don't sell anacris and all the other good plants anymore.
You're talking aquarium plants?
Yeah.
Well, you don't need them anyway.
Yes, I do.
Well, you never had them now, so why would you need them? You're doing, all those fish are doing fine. Oh. We don't want music on there, because you will copyright me.
Oh, I don't know if you're even recording.
I am recording. Okay, bye. We've always spent so much money at places like this that I'm not excited about it at all. Because when you build houses, you have to landscape. We've built several houses. And Jamie goes hog wild over it. And it dies. The stuff dies. Usually there's much more in here, all over here and everything, but we don't have it yet. Because he's jumped in the boat. It's just too early. I'm walking across here. Ty said he only wants to have edible plants, but here he's buying a rose. We don't eat that.
Here's their delphinium all blown over.
How much are they? $7.99. Huh. Why are they all wind blown over, I wonder? Look over here. This is the pretty room over
Wish
here.
they had some different kinds.
You're too early. Look how early he is. Smells good in here. Beautiful.
They're actually going to all be outside.
Vegetables, tomatoes, all the pretty hanging ones. Here's the best ones that grow in the snow even. Begonias and patience. You sure you don't want any pansies?
You want any of this kind of stuff to color in your
No,
baskets?
no.
They're all $8 a piece.
Here's the pansies.
Pansies.
Why? If it snows or
What about your
freezes.
snapdragons over there?
Yeah, I don't want them. not in the mood yet. You can't plant them outside yet, you know.
I was like these little things.
Uh-huh. These orange ones are pretty. My mom and dad always had these.
Listen.
Yeah. Oh, here's the snapdragons. Jamie ordered a raspberry shake, but he thinks it tastes like strawberry.
It's pink.
That's all you need. And I got a small, I wanted Butterfinger. They didn't have it, so it's Reese's cup, peanut butter cup. And it's only 3 o'clock, but we both petered out. We got the microwave. We looked at tile for the pool. We didn't go to Walmart. We didn't go to Dollar Tree. We didn't go to Costco. And then some people say I'm a shopaholic. Do you think I am, Jamie?
We didn't go to Sam's Club.
We don't have our membership there anymore. It expired.
We could get it renewed.
I know, but do we want to? I don't really like buying such big quantities of stuff and everything when we don't need it. It goes bad. We had to throw food out because it went bad. You didn't answer.
What?
If you think I'm a shopaholic.
I didn't know that was a question. You said some people think you're a shopaholic.
And then I said, do you think I am?
No, I didn't hear that part. No, I don't know. I think we all do more shopping than we should.
Well, that's because you're from the old school.
In the old school, you'd have to make do without.
Like your parents were raised in the Depression, so they lived the Depression then afterwards. But
You'd think the Depression would have made everybody into hoarders.
yeah, I think it did. Somewhat. My grandma saved every rubber band and every thing that came that was free.
And you had to have newspapers saved.
Yeah, we don't even have any newspapers.
We used to log the newspapers up to start the fires for fire starter. Fortunately, we didn't have to use it for toilet paper.
Oh, ouch. Well, I think that they have roundabouts here, but it looks like somebody's always not knowing it's a roundabout and plow through them. They need to have a big flashing light or something there.
It was a YouTube video where it showed people jumping over the roundabouts because they plowed right on through them.
Oh.
And they'd be going like really fast and crash into it and jump over them. They must have had some people do that on that one because all the sides are broke off.
I know. That's true. So we don't have any. Jamie can't walk anymore, he says.
Show her this place right here
We already have. I've shown it before.
that you want to get your headstone.
Yeah, my head's
Now
still.
look, there's a heart one right there. You wanted to have a heart.
I don't know, but it's ugly.
Well, it's the wrong kind of stone, but what about the shape?
I don't know. I just want this the cheapest one they make. Buried in the ground. So then I can hide all winter. They won't even know I'm there. Alright. Are you going to drive all the way home, or are you
Show
going
them
to
this
have me
place
drive?
right here. Idaho Travertine. That's where we got the travertine hearth mantelstone for our fireplace.
Yeah.
I used to, when I did masonry work and build fireplace, we used to buy a lot of stuff from those people. A lot of travertine fireplaces and
hearthstones. In fact, in my old ranch house that got burned down, we had them they were special made hearthstones. They cost $350 a piece. Then they just burned them down, bulldozed them into a pile.
That would be cheap nowadays.
That was
Okay, this is probably going to end my video for today. Okay, bye.